that Marabou stock are being evicted from Nairobi by the Nairobi County new administration. Well, I can't imagine leaving my house, going wherever I was going, doing my own business, and then coming back and finding my home is not there. I also can't imagine being in my home and then finding out that there are people who have come to evict me from my home. All y'all think that it's just about the Marabou stock, but this is so annoying. Marabou stock used to live along Mombasa Road near Nyayo Stadium, right? And then the construction of the expressway led to cutting of those trees and trimming so many of those trees where the Marabou stock used to live. And they were evicted and they went to the city center. Now the other day, the administration of Nairobi decides, okay, you know what, this is a nuisance. And you know why? Because motorists are complaining that the Marabou stock are pooping all over their cars. You're cutting trees that have taken years to grow. In fact, I suspect that the ancestors of those birds are the ones who pooped around that area before Nairobi was Nairobi, and pooped a seed, and the seed grew into a tree that right now you're cutting and trimming and pruning. You're busy using the nice words as pruning. That tree that you have cut, it's not only Marabou stock that live there. There's so many microorganisms that live on that tree, that dependent on that tree, including human beings. If the Marabou stock were not there, you would depend on the tree for shade. If Marabou stock were not there, you depend on that tree for so many things. And right now you're cutting it, including cooling the city. Now, what does that mean? It means that Marabou stock will move. Okay, you've evicted them, they've moved. They will move to another area where there are trees. Do you want to tell me that if they end up in Arboretum, which we have to pay right now to enter and enjoy the ambience, people start complaining, oh, the Marabou stock are pooping on our picnic areas. Now, we are going to cut all those trees so that Marabou stock live. I mean, the administration of Nairobi, may I have just one message. A very simple message, and I'm not going to talk much because I think I've said enough. And look, you're in leadership, whatever. You decide whatever you're deciding in your offices, fine. But please employ experts. The current government spoke about conservation, global warming. The president the other day was in the UN speaking about global warming that is affecting Africa, and now Africans are dying, will die soon. Some are already dying of starvation. Why? Because of global warming. Employ experts. Tunamaliza uni hatuna makazi, yet you're doing mistakes left, right, and center. Find these people who have graduated and have insights, experts in conservation, experts in how do we conserve this tree, yet conserve the Marabou stock, because we need the Marabou stock too. They're scavengers. They look for food. Do you know why they're all over town? Because you don't know how to dispose of your SHIT. And so they find a place where they can eat. Yes, they will find a home. It's just like you human beings. It's just like us. Utaenda mahali penye food iko, right? You will go to a place where there's food. You'll go to a place where you can eat and take care of your family. And that's what they do. They're looking for place. They go to Dandora, they eat their food there, and then they come to Nairobi, they come to the city center and live. That's their home. So when they're pooping all over your cars, you start complaining. I mean, a car that you can go and... Even the palm trees have been cut down. Why? Because motorists are complaining that the leaves are falling. Dude, talk to a conservationist. Talk to somebody who understands how trees grow, why they fall, the trees, the branches fall. They will tell you. Find other parking areas. Nairobi is so big. Nairobi is so big. And if it is parking, we can always walk around it. But the trees, once you cut them, trees that have taken almost 100 years to grow, trees that were planted before your ancestors were born, you're busy cutting them, and you're so busy cutting. It takes only a few minutes to cut that tree, but it takes very many years to grow them. Now, the temperatures of Nairobi will go beyond the roof because you've cut those trees. Hii tabaki tu ni city ya concrete. Unatafuta shade kwa concrete, lakini hapo kanda hiyo concrete, it's gonna be so hot. The trees cool down our city. Dude, find people to help you work conservation in Nairobi. Stop making decisions in offices with people who are complaining about their cars. And then tomorrow they will complain about the heat. Now will you move the sun? Subscribe, share, and like. Bye.